Hello everyone. In this video, what I want to do is I want to show you what I think is the absolute best Google review slash really ultimate review widget ever. And I'm going to show you what that is. But before I do that, I want to show the typical responses people get when they're looking for a Google review or something like that, the Google review widget. And keep in mind, this is like a testimonial that literally pulls directly from Google. So every time you get a new update or new review on your business, or even in this case, your customer or your client's website, then that review will automatically show up on their website in the testimonials area and give them a little bit more credibility. So right now, here's what most people end up doing here. Let me minimize myself and move me over here. If you go to Google and just say best Google review widgets, it's going to come back and say with a bunch of these different providers. And let's just go ahead and pick this one for right now. The problem with these, and the problem I see, is that if you're looking for a Google review widget for your customer, then the problem is that now you're adding another tool into a list of maybe 4, 5, or 10 other tools that your customer or you're using to support your customer. And that's just really hectic. Now, could you use this? Could you come here and use something like this to go for pricing? These are pretty cheap, but you're always going to find that there's problems. Like you have unlimited websites, but you're limited on the number of views. And there's certain things that you don't allow to do unless you upgrade to premium or pro. And then you have to sit back and constantly remember your login to come back here. That's just a pain to sit back and deal with that. And all of these providers are going to be like that, no matter which one you deal with. Same for WordPress. So if you're dealing with WordPress or you want to deal with the plugin for Google reviews, there are some good ones. But again, if you're looking at them, you're going to be dealing with, you get free usage. You can display 10 Google reviews. What's the point of that if you can only display 10 and you don't even know which 10 that's going to be? So all of these other free kind of widgets always represent a problem. Now, one of the things that I like using is a platform called Highlevel. Now, Highlevel, this is what I'm going to show you here. The Highlevel is an all-in-one sales and marketing platform, and really, I use this to actually service multiple different clients. And you can have websites, you can have funnels, you can have email marketing. This is a CRM system. You can do so many things with this, but this video is about widgets. So what I want to show you is why I would choose Highlevel, or at least consider Highlevel as a possibility of using a widget, because Highlevel has something that none of these other providers have built into one. And I'm going to show you what that is. So right now, Highlevel has, besides a review widget, they have a complete reputation management system, meaning you can automate sending out Google reviews. You can automate the responses to those reviews when they come back. And they have this whole dashboard built around reputation management and Google reviews inside of this platform that you could use to help your customers out. Now, there are people out there that are running their business just on helping customers use to get better Google reviews using this platform. There are companies making high 6 figures. I don't know of any 7 figures yet, but high 6 figures using this platform to just help businesses get better reviews and to automate that entire process. But what I want to focus on here is just this one section at the top for widgets. Right now, Highlevel does not believe in, nor do they offer any kind of limitations on widgets. So there's not the number of websites that you could put in there. There's not a number of reviews. There's not a limit on anything that you want to do here. As a matter of fact, the widget in here is very robust and built around the same type of features that you would get from any other widget that you would find in these Google searches or WordPress. Matter of fact, I'm going to close these things out and not even bother with them. Now, here's the one thing before I go into the widget and show you all this other stuff. I want to show you the one thing that Highlevel does that none of these other review widgets do. Now, if you go to settings here, Highlevel not only integrates directly with Google, but if you come down here to the integrations, I'm going to move myself over here so we can see them. All of these integrations. So if you ever have a customer that deals with real estate, and let me see if I can blow these up a little bit. So you might have reviews on Airbnb or AliExpress, Angie's List, or let's just say you come down here and you've got restaurants and they've got a lot of Yelp reviews or WebMD. Once you integrate and connect Highlevel with these platforms, Highlevel then has a way of pulling those reviews directly into the review widget and displaying those as well. Not only that, you can have multiple different widgets. One, for instance, displaying all of your Google reviews. You can have one displaying all of your Yelp reviews. You can have one displaying multiple reviews from multiple places if you want to. So let me show you how that works. But first of all, I wanted to show you this right here is the magic. This is why I think Highlevel is better than any other platform that you have, because the integrations can integrate with multiple different other platforms, and they're doing nothing but adding more and more integrations with this. That makes the widget that much more powerful, because now you can pull in, again, like I mentioned earlier, your Google reviews, Yelp reviews, your WebMD, your Indeed reviews, lawyers.com, whatever it is that your clients are dealing with, you can integrate directly and pull those reviews directly into this widget and use it on not only a website that you build inside of Highlevel, but I'm going to show you how you can just copy a piece of code, and you can go to any platform and just simply embed that code with a code or HTML element, put that on a website, And once you put that on there, you never need to update or change it. So let's take a look at the widget real quick, and I'll show you why I think this is so cool. So right now, what Highlevel gives you is an interactive designer. This designer is actually building live, so all the settings change, so you can actually see what the widget will look like once you embed it on the site. Now I'm going to go ahead and start a new one here just so you can see all the settings. So over here, I'm going to try to blow this up. Right now, this is very hard for me to show you this because this is a demo account and I don't have it integrated. I wouldn't show you a client's account of all their integrations. I wouldn't feel ethically good about that. But right now, what I would want to show you here is once you get Google connected, you will see another drop-down list for your Google Business Profile page. If you were to connect Yelp, for instance, you would then see a Yelp drop-down list here where you could select each one of those. So if I wanted to, let's just assume this right here was my particular Google page. I could select that. Notice that it allows me to select it, and now I can select more. I could select this one if I wanted to. Let's just assume that this would be my Yelp page. So now what you're saying here is that this review source is going to go out and pull everything from Google reviews, and it's also going to pull everything from Yelp and put them both together. So no other provider out there is going to combine multiple different sources together into one widget, or even be able to separate them, because you can create any number of widgets you want. You can have one widget for Google, one for Yelp if you want to. But let's just say we only wanted to do this was, for instance, Yelp. Let's just say we only wanted to do Yelp. We would go here, and I'm going to go back so we could see this widget here. We could choose between any of these different styles: list, grid, masonry, carousel. All of those ones are the ones that you normally would get. Here's where it's valuable: number of reviews. You can actually set how many reviews you want this to display. Now, keep in mind, whenever you do this, Highlevel will start with the newest review first and work backwards on the number of count. So let's just say if you were going to do 50, it would show 50 reviews on here. And once it would show 50, it would start with the newest and go to the oldest. Okay. So besides that, you can come down here and select ratings. So let's just say you don't want to have any 2, 3-star, 4-star ratings. You can say only 5-star ratings here if you want to. So now it will filter and only show those 5-star ratings. Now this is cool because if you had this in Highlevel and you're running your business and you're supporting your client on this platform, you can actually have this powered by, which if you notice here, this is my business, powered by, so you can actually brand the Google widget on your customer site with your business name, and this becomes linkable. Like this is a link that somebody could click on and then go to your website to potentially become a client. So if you want to, you can leave that on there. If you don't, you just simply toggle this off. Notice that Highlevel updates this in real time and removes that from the area. So let's just say that's what we wanted to configure. Up here at the top, we have several different areas that we can configure. We're going to go to the next one here. We can give it a title. So right now, you see the title here. We can just simply do Testimonials. So if that's what we want, notice that this gets updated in real time. It just says Testimonials. I'll just put example text here. Notice that you see, if we take a look here, we see the title and we see the sub account. So you can customize the widget if you want to. Now here, also in the head, if you want to have this header, you can choose to have it on. This is right here. So if you want to have the rating, if you want to have the number of stars or the reviews, all of those are right here. You can just simply check them. If you don't want to have a total review count, you can remove that feature from this particular widget. Completely customizable. You can do any of those things that you want. So once you get this done and you type in, you customize it, you can come here and change the font. You can change the color on how they look to brand it to your particular customer. That's a great feature that you don't see in other places as well. And then lastly, if you come here to settings, you can see, do you want to have a short content review? Do you want to have detail? Like how much of the review do you want to actually list here? Do you want it to be short, long, or just action points? And then summary, where do you want to have these? Where do you want to have the review set up? Do you want it to be on top? Do you want it to be how you want it to be laid out? What other components do you want to have? And once you do this and you click save, you get to name it. I'm just going to call it example 1. Now, when we do this, example 1 is its own independent widget. This is our Yelp widget, because remember, we selected this for Yelp. So now if I come back in here and edit this, click on edit widget here, I go back in, I can come here to the settings page and just simply come down to this area where it says copy code to website. So I'm copying this, and once I copy it, then I can just go and send this to my client or go put this on the client's website. It could be Wix, it could be GoDaddy, it could be WordPress. This code is very simple. All you have to do is use an HTML element to simply embed this, and that's all it will take. So once you do that, then that's all it takes. And now this widget is on the website. Here's where one of the more powerful things come from, because you can have you can create multiple widgets. This would be your Yelp widget, for example. So this right here would be Yelp. You might put that like on one page of the website. The main page of the website, you can build another widget, for example, and you can build as many as you want and have the Google reviews on the main page. You can then have you can do whatever you want to. Imagination is unlimited here with Highlevel. So that's why I really suggest you using Highlevel for this. Now, if you have any questions about this, I'm actually offering to schedule a call. I'll be happy to answer any questions about Highlevel. I am an affiliate of Highlevel, so if you sign up with me, you do get a 30-day free trial, along with a bunch of other bonuses, including coaching and training by me. So right now, again, look for that link in the bottom. But also, if you're interested and you have more questions about Highlevel, how can you integrate this for your client? How can you combine multiple tools into one? Because this thing can do calendaring, websites, CRM. It can do almost anything. It can do electronic document signature. It can do coursework in here. So you can have courses, you can sell courses. It has communities, so you can have your own community. There's tons of stuff that you can have inside of Highlevel. The website, this Google review widget, it's just one element that you have in here. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for hanging with me, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.